My name is Emily McBride. I'm coming from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, though. I work a lot in glass, but I consider myself a mixed media artist and sculptor. Yeah, so for this project, I'm working on like a hanging installation. I want it to be like very sumptuous and kind of like overflowing and very glassy. But usually my work kind of like is the opposite. It's a lot of piles, a lot of stacks on top of each other. I make both sculptural objects and installation. I also make functional work as well. A lot of my inspiration comes from my surroundings. So I take a lot of walks and drives and I photograph a lot. So it comes from just like being inspired by what's around me, like nature or even like urban landscapes. So what really fascinates me with glass is I believe you can do anything with it, you just have to like figure out how. And so I really like working with like multiple components and assembling them together to create just new forms that you don't necessarily see. I like working in that fashion of just like, because it's kind of simple, but then it gets complicated. So it's a really simple process where you just like take hot gathers of glass and stick it to each other. But then as it builds, it gets a lot more challenging. Working with a very selective color palette, so using a lot of clear and solid clears. A lot of times when I pair my glass, I'll pair it with imagery or pattern so that the optical glass will show the pattern through it and kind of distort it a little bit. I like to, have like subdued tones, but then like this pop of like something very bright and fluorescent. Kind of reminds me of like when you're walking through like a construction site or like in a city, there's like all these like safety cones and signs that are meant to like draw our attention, but then they become so commonplace that you don't really notice them. So it's been a lot of fun. So the team is so incredible, and I really like the process of like problem solving with the glass, like just coming up with like a simple drawing and like having no idea how to make it, and then figuring it out and collaborating with everybody. So they're game for anything, and I kind of knew that coming into it. So it's really exciting to kind of like watch them like take over and see what they come up with.